And you're just going to come down onto your backs. And then bring your feet to the edges of your mat and let your knees knock in towards one another. And then bring your hands either somewhere along your body, alongside your body, or up overhead. So choosing a shape to begin your practice that feels the most supportive for you. And then just take a few deep breaths in and out through your nose to really allow yourself to arrive onto your space. And then just start to drop into this shape. Allowing your body to get really heavy into the ground. So feeling the sensations moving through your body. So feeling your lower back against the ground. Allowing your shoulders to get really heavy. And start to find your ujjayi breath. So inhaling through your nose. And constricting the back of your throat as you exhale. And then with your eyes closed, I want you to visualize what it would feel like to have the heat around your body. So pretending you're in a hot yoga studio, feeling the warmth of the air. Or maybe you'd prefer to visualize yourself on a beach. So finding a place in your mind where you feel really comforted and where you can feel most nourished and healed. And then I want you to connect to the sound of your breath. So feeling that constriction in the back of your throat, making your breath audible. And then imagine what it would be like to have more people around you. So remembering the sound of community breathing with you. You're going to bring your arms out into a T, keeping with that same breath. You'll walk your feet closer together and then wrap your right leg around your left. Send your hips over towards the right And then coming into a twist to the left. Notice how that changes things in your breathing. Your breath may feel a little bit more constricted if you're tighter through your side body. So see if you can breathe the air into your lungs. And having the intention of creating space in your side body. Use your inhale to draw your knees back through center. Uncross your legs. Pause for a moment. And then cross your left leg over your right, sending your hips over towards the left. And then allowing your knees to fall over towards the right. Just noticing the subtle differences between each side. Again, staying connected with the sound and the rhythm of your breath. Drawing your knees back through center. Uncross your legs. And then drawing your knees in towards your chest, give yourself a squeeze. And then from here, you can bring your knees a little bit wider apart, rock a little bit from side to side if that feels good. And then keeping your knees wide, you're going to slide your hands between your legs and then reach for the outer edges of your feet without flipping the soles of your feet up towards the ceiling. So think of this as a modified happy baby. And then bring the soles of your feet together. Find an interlace with your hands and then start to draw your heels down towards your pelvis. And then just start to notice here how much space you have, if you can create a little bit more space. So you'll find if you press your knees open a little bit more, you'll find a bigger stretch maybe along the backside of your glutes, maybe in your lower back. It just really depends where you're holding on to tension. And then see if you can keep your lower back and your tailbone connected to the ground. So you're really finding length from your tailbone all the way down to all the way up to the crown of your head. So with each breath in, have the feeling of expansion. Seeing if you can move beyond the physical practice of this shape. Seeing if you can connect to the way that it feels on an emotional level and maybe even a mental level, but as well as an energetic level. Does it feel like the energy flows? Or does it feel a little bit stuck? And if it's the latter, take some longer, deeper breaths, moving the breath through your body. visualizing it moving into the spaces that need a little bit more space. And gently release your feet, draw your knees together. Roll over onto your right side, come into fetal position. And then you're going to press into your palm, come up to seated, and then find a crossing of your legs or slide a block underneath you and come up to seated, come really tall. You're going to bring your hands to your thighs, either palms facing up to receive energy or palms facing down to ground your energy. And then you're going to close your eyes down. So with each breath in, think of getting longer and taller in your spine. Start visualizing a bright white light moving through the center of your space, the center of your body. Finding your root chakra, so where your tailbone is. See if you can feel that area. You can either connect with the color red or stay with that bright white light. Moving into your sacral chakra between your tailbone and your navel, which is associated with the color orange. Your solar plexus, which is yellow, which is where your navel is. Moving up into your heart space, the color green. And then up towards your throat, which is represented with the color blue. To your third eye, an indigo color. And then up towards the crown of your head, which is a violet color. So whether the colors resonate more with you or the bright white light, just start to move up and down through your body. And you'll start to notice as you start to visualize these colors or this light that some areas may feel a little bit less accessible. So for the areas that feel a little bit less accessible, those are the areas that you need to pay a little bit more attention to. Bringing more energy into those spaces or balancing out your physical, your spiritual, or your emotional practice and gearing it towards balancing that out. You'll take a full breath in through your nose. And then send it out your mouth. Flutter your eyes open. And then find tabletop on your next breath in. And then see if you can move right back into your Ujjayi pranayama again. So inhaling through your nose and constricting the back of your throat as you exhale. Really pressing the ground away here in your table, really creating a strong foundation. You're going to curl your toes under. And start to engage through your lower belly. Feel the shortening through your side body. And then lift your knees off the ground, just about an inch to a hover. So right away, you'll feel your core fire on. So your core is represented by the color yellow, so which is your solar plexus. It's where your willpower resides, your creativity. Also allows you to physically to stand up taller when it's strong. Take a full breath in, and then lower your knees down as you breathe out. You're gonna uncurl your toes, walk your hands forward, lower your chest, your chin, or your forehead to the ground, and find melting heart pose. And then in this shape, allow your lower belly to drop, to relax. You might feel it against the top of your thighs. And then you're gonna press into your palms. Slowly slide your hands back underneath you. Press back up to table on your inhale. You're gonna press into your left hand, sweep your right hand up towards the ceiling, take a big breath in. So opening up through your heart space here. You might feel this in your shoulders. Take a full breath. And then thread your right arm underneath your left and right away lower your right ear, your right shoulder to the ground. And then from here, see if you can extend your left leg straight all the way out, almost maybe to touch or graze your fingertips. So creating this triangle shape in your lower body. And you're gonna reach your left hand up towards the ceiling, taking a half bind with your top arm. These are only suggestions. You can modify if you need to. If you have the half bind, think of rolling your left shoulder open. You're gonna slowly release this bind, lowering your left hand down to the ground. Bring your left knee back through center, press into your left hand, sweep your right hand up towards the ceiling, take a full breath in. And then lower your right hand down as you breathe out. Right into the other side. Press into your right palm, left hand sweeps up to big breath in. And then thread your left arm underneath your right, lower your left shoulder down. And then extend your right leg all the way straight out. Sweep your right hand up towards the ceiling, take a half bind with your top arm. Release the bind. Lower your right hand down, draw your right knee back through center, press into your right palm, left hand sweeps up, take a full breath in. And then lower your left hand down as you breathe out. Re-engage through your core, curl your toes under, take a full breath. And then downward facing dog, hips up and back. Walk it out. So I want you to notice how the slower beginning to your practice makes you feel once you've reached the more active shapes like this shape. Do you feel a little bit more centered, a little bit more grounded? Or do you feel like you really want to move? So just notice how it is that you feel. And either way, it's neither good nor bad. It's just how it is. For us yang energy people who are always on the go or always need to be busy, the slower practices can feel really challenging because it really makes you slow down and take slow, deep breaths. And it allows you to really tap into what's going on in your mind. So if that's how you're feeling, I really encourage you to deepen each breath so that your breath becomes audible, and that'll take away from the monkey mind. Drop your head, your neck, your shoulders. Take a full breath. Send it out your mouth. You're going to bend your knees a lot. Walk your hands back towards your feet. Take ragdoll at the back of your space. Allow for your belly to hang on top of your thighs. Catch for opposite elbows if you want, or you can always find an interlace behind your legs. Shake your head right, shake it left. You're going to release your fingertips to the ground. You're going to bring your hands to your shins. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. And then forward fold as you breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand. Inhale. Hands come to heart center as you exhale. Reach up, look up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward as you exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. To forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand. Hands to heart. Reach up. Bend and fold. Halfway lift, inhale. To forward fold as you exhale. Rise all the way up, big breath in. Hands to heart center, breath out. Reach up. And fold. Halfway lift. Look forward and then walk yourself into your plank. Spread your fingers wide in your plank. Again, creating that L shape with your thumb and your index finger. And then really feel yourself pressing the ground away. Arms are straight and engaged through your lower belly. You want to think of keeping your hips at shoulder height. Find a little bit of a dome in here in your upper back, and then look towards your belly. So your core should feel really fired up. Lengthen out, inhale. Slowly lower all the way down to your bellies as you exhale. Uncurl your toes. Bring your hands outside of your mat. Press into the tops of your feet. Inhale, lift your chest. And then exhale, lower down. Lift up, inhale. Exhale to lower. Breathe in. And then breathe out. Slide your hands underneath your shoulders, curl your toes. Really draw your elbows in towards one another. Firm your legs, press up through plank on your inhale. And then downward facing dog as you exhale. Take a breath in here through your nose. And then a breath out your mouth. You're going to bring your big toes together to touch. Then draw your right leg up towards the sky as you inhale. Bend your right knee, stack and open up your hips as you exhale. Square off your lifted leg, inhale. Draw your right knee towards your nose as you exhale. Step your right foot through. Easy twist, right hand sweeps up. Taking a few long, deep breaths here. Really feeling the expansion through your chest. Think of peeling your lower belly off of your inner thigh. Take a big breath in. Lower your right hand down as you breathe out. Keep squeezing your right knee in towards your right tricep. You're going to lower your back foot flat to warrior two legs, and then just start to walk your way around to the back of your space. You're going to pivot on the ball of your right toes. Left toes are pointing forward. So you should be facing the back. Engage through your lower belly. Lift yourself up, crescent lunge. Take a full breath in and a full breath out. You're going to lower your hands. Step your left foot back to plank. And then lower down halfway to chaturanga. Up dog or cobra is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Bring your big toes together to touch. Left leg sweeps up as you inhale. Bend your left knee, stack and open up your hips, exhale. Square off your lifted leg, inhale. Draw your left knee towards your nose, exhale, left foot steps through. Easy twist, left hand reaches up. Take a full breath, and then lower your left hand down. Squeeze your left knee in towards your left tricep, lower your back foot flat, warrior two legs. Start to walk your way around to the top of your space, pivot on the ball of your left toes, right toes point forward. Inhale, reach your arms, crescent lunge. Pick up drawing your lower belly in. You might want to find a bit of a bend into your back leg if you need it. Full breath in. Hands to the ground, step back to plank as you breathe out. Roll to your toes, and then lower down halfway. Up dog or cobra is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Take a full breath in here through your nose. Full breath out your mouth. You're going to walk your feet as wide as your mat. You might need to turn your toes out slightly, and then start to walk your hands back towards your feet as you sink your hips down. So your hips are at shoulder height. Crawl your fingertips forward, and then drop your head down. You're in Ganesh pose. This shape represents the destroyer of obstacles. This Ganesh represents that. So think of something that you're holding on to that you need to let go of, and then use this shape to move through that feeling. It might feel really intense because you're deep into your hips and your lower back. So to walk your fingertips back towards your feet, straighten out your legs, turn your toes in, heel toe your feet in. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in, and then forward fold as you breathe out. Rise all the way up to stand, inhale. Hands come to heart center as you exhale. Reach up, inhale. Bend your knees, fold forward, exhale. Halfway lift, breath in. Look forward, walk your way to plank as you breathe out. From your plank, widen out your feet. Keep your hands where they are, and you're gonna roll to the outer edge of your right foot, inner edge of your left. Sweep your left hand up towards the ceiling. Lower your left hand down, roll to center, and then roll over towards the left. Right hand sweeps up. Big breath in. Right hand lowers down as you breathe out. Walk your feet back through center, downward facing dog. Draw your right leg up towards the sky, inhale. And then draw your right knee towards your right tricep as you exhale. Reach it up and back, take a breath in. Right knee to left tricep as you breathe out. Sweep it up, inhale. Knee to nose as you exhale, and then step your right foot through. Easy twist, right hand sweeps up. Take a full breath in. Lower your right hand down to the inside of your right foot as you breathe out. Turn your back foot flat, so warrior two legs. Keep squeezing your right knee in towards your right tricep, and then start to walk your way around the back of your space. You're pivoting on your feet. Engage through your core. Turn on your left glute. Arms sweep to the sky, crescent lunge. And then from here, you're gonna find a twist. Your right arm is gonna come forward. Your left arm is gonna come back. So see if the twist can come really from your lower belly, from your thoracic spine, not from your hips. Come back through center, take a breath in. Hands to the ground as you breathe out. Plank pose, inhale. Lower down halfway, exhale. Up dog or cobra, big breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Take a full breath in here through your nose. Full breath out your mouth. Left leg sweeps up, inhale. Left knee to left tricep as you exhale. Up and back, breath in. Left knee, right tricep, breath out. Up to the sky, inhale. Knee to nose, exhale. And then step it through. Easy twist, left hand sweeps up. Take a big breath in. Lower your left hand down to the inside of your left foot. Lower your back foot flat. Squeeze your left knee in towards your left shoulder. And then start to walk your way around to the top of your space. Pivot on your toes. Engage through your right glute. Engage through your core and lift your chest up. Crescent lunge. Take a full breath. And then open this up into your twist. Left hand comes forward, right arm comes back. Full breath. Back through center. Hands to the ground, step it back to plank. Roll to your toes, inhale. Lower down halfway, exhale. Up dog or cobra, big breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. Notice your breath. Notice how you're feeling. Start to walk your feet out wider. Walk your hands back towards your feet as you sink your hips. So you're back into Ganesh, but this time we'll modify. So you're gonna keep your hips sinking low. You're gonna reach your arms forward, both thumbs face up. Then think of retracting your shoulders into their sockets. And then engage your lower belly in towards your spine. So you're feeling that engagement through your core. So this should be pretty fiery for you. Deepen your breath. Make your breath audible if it's not already. Take a full breath. Let it go. Forward fold. Straighten out your legs. Heel toe your feet in. Take a halfway lift as you breathe in. To forward fold as you breathe out. Rise to stand, inhale. Hands to heart center as you exhale. Close your eyes here. You're going to reach your arms up, look up, breath in. Bend your knees, fold forward as you breathe out. Half lift is your inhale. Look forward, walk yourself into your plank as you exhale. From your plank, turning this into Vashisthasana. So you're going to bring your right hand to center, roll to the outer edge of your right foot, step your left foot on top of your right, sweep your left hand up towards the sky. And then maybe play around with lifting your left foot off of your right. And then you're going to lightly tap in front of your space with your left toe, and then back through center. And then maybe lightly tap behind you, almost like you'd be setting up for a wild thing, but you're not. And then tap it forward, and then back through center into your side plank. Take a full breath in. Lower your left hand down as you breathe out. Moving into the other side, roll to your left foot. Right hand sweeps up. Lift your right foot off of your right. Take long, slow breaths here. Lightly tap the front of your space, back through center, and then tap behind you. Through center, tap the front, back through center. Lower your right hand down, and then lower to your left forearm, then your right forearm, so you're coming into forearm plank. We're not here long. Take a full breath in. So again, tapping into that third chakra. Take a full breath. You're going to lower your knees, lower your hips, lift your chest. Maybe you want to walk your hands a little bit more forward. And then close your eyes. You're going to bring your hands together, elbows come out. Lower your forehead down. Walk your feet a little bit wider, then just start to shake your hips right and left. Bring your forehead back through center, slide your hands underneath you, curl your toes. You're going to press up through table on your inhale. And then finding downward facing dog as you exhale. You're going to add on, drawing your right leg up towards the ceiling, inhale. Step your right foot between your hands as you exhale. Easy twist, right hand lifts up. Take a full breath. Lower your right hand down and right away walk over towards the back of your space. Right into crescent lunge, inhale. Into your twist as you exhale, right hand comes forward. Take a full breath. You're going to lower your right hand down Lift your right leg up. You're in revolved half moon. Take a big breath. Lower your right toes all the way back. Come back into your crescent. Take a breath in. And then find warrior two as you breathe out. Take a full breath here. And then cartwheel both hands down to the ground. Step it back to plank. Your choice if you want to flow, lower down halfway. Up dog or cobra, breath in. Downward facing dog, breath out. Right into the other side, left leg lifts up, inhale. Step it through. Easy twist, left hand reaches up. Take a full breath. Lower your left hand down, walk your way all the way around to the top. Crescent lunge, rise up. Full breath into your twist. Big breath in. Lower your left hand down as you breathe out. Left leg lifts up. Quietly step your left foot all the way back. Come back up into crescent lunge, inhale. And then open this up into warrior two as you exhale. Take a big breath. And then cartwheel your hands down. Step into your plank or downward facing dog. Lower down halfway. Up dog or cobra is your breath in. Downward facing dog is your breath out. You're gonna take a big breath in here through your nose. Big breath out your mouth. Draw your right leg up towards the sky, inhale. Come right into your pigeon as you exhale. You can stay upright for a few breaths if you want to. And then start to lower your chest down. You can always grab your blocks and then slide a block underneath your chest and one underneath your head. Give yourself a little bit more support. And see if you can allow yourself to get a little bit heavier here into that right hip. So notice if you're holding, if you're gripping, you might be holding in your jaw. And start to walk your chest up. You're gonna roll to the outer edge of your right hip, and then you're gonna straighten out both legs. And then from here, find your seat bones. You might need to shift a little bit left and right. Reach your arms up overhead, take a breath in. And then slowly start to hinge from your hips, leading with your chest. Start to lean your weight forward. You may not get all the way down to the ground. You might. You can always add blocks, one block stacked over the other. Start to walk yourself back up. Look towards the back of your space. Just gently bend your knees using the help of your hands. Look towards your left. You're going to find your way into pigeon on this side. So left knee bending. Making sure your hips are squared off. And then start to lower your chest down. Take long, slow, deep breaths here. Just noticing the stories that show up. And then start to walk your chest up. Gonna roll to the outer edge of your left hip and then swing your right leg around. And then come to lie down on your backs. You're gonna bend your knees, bring the soles of your feet to the ground. Reach for a block or a pillow or anything you have, and then slide the block underneath your sacrum. Allow your hips to get really, really heavy. It might feel nice to reach your arms up overhead. So creating more space along the front line of your body. Slowly press into your feet. Slide your hands alongside your body. Send your hips up towards the ceiling and then slowly lower your hips down to the ground. Turn your palms to face up and then extend one leg at a time and come into your final Shavasana. If you want to reach for a blanket, you can place the blanket over your core, over your heart space, just to give you additional support and comfort. Take a long, deep breath in here through your nose. And then a long exhale out your mouth. And start to scan your body and see if you can connect to the sensations in your fingertips, in your toes. You may feel a light pulsing your third eye chakra, the space between your brows. Feel your lower back against the ground. Just noticing the light, energetic pulses moving through your body. Bring your hands to heart center. Bring your thumbs to your third eye. Namaste.